Welcome to Abiding Truth Ministries here at 846 57th Street. At this time, I want to take the time out to thank both pastors, Benjamin and Juanita Green, for allowing me to bring forth this word today. When you get an opportunity, please stop down and see us. We're right on the corner. We promise to make you feel comfortable. We promise to encourage you. Let's say this prayer real quick. Dear God, I have done all the preparation that I can do, Lord. Please allow them to see you now, God, and not me. Let you get all the glory. In Jesus' precious name, amen. Amen. Give God a hand. Family. That's what I would like to talk about today, family, just like we are a family. Oh, that works. We are a family. Okay. But anyway, I would just like to say, families sometimes we'll have problems with each other, sometimes we'll solve them. But one thing family definitely does for sure is we encourage each other and we stick together, right? Amen. So what are some examples of a family? I was recently reading in 1972, they started a family, and I'm going to say some lyrics from this family, and I want to see who my old heads are in the crowd. All right, here we go. Temporary layoff. I know y'all got it already. But when we think about temporary layoff, we're thinking, just listen to the word itself. It's temporary. That means it's not going to last forever. That means God is going to deliver us and bring us through anything that we're going through. But the thing that counts most, in my estimation, is the family. You need the family to get through stuff, right? You can't just get through it on your own. So I want to now talk about all in the family. That's each and every one of us. That's you, that's me, that's everybody. All in the family is a situation in which, number one, I said we rely on each other. But all in the family is not the Archie Bunker all in the family. And then I'll go back to, I'm going to share some more lyrics with you back to Good Times. But Good Times, when they had it on, that family didn't even actually get along. That family did not like each other. I heard for 7 episodes, they didn't even speak to each other. How many of us can relate to that? Oh, I'm by myself on this one? Yeah. You're in a family, but you're just not talking to them. You know what I mean? You got a problem with them. And it usually stems from secrecy. One starts a whispering campaign, and they have something to say about you, and the other one adds in. Oh, y'all just looking at me like it's just me. Come on now, make some noise in this place. I know you guys are having problems with your family, and this is what the Lord is here to do. He's here to, what is he here to do? Fix the family. He's here to restructure the family. I know too many stories of people who are in the audience right now who are having problems with their family, and you best believe the Lord is restoring it. He's working it out. He's working it out. It's not going to stay that way. It's temporary. Back to my good times. So here we go. Temporary layoff, and then what comes after that? Good times, right? So we're going to have good times even when we have a temporary layoff, even when things are going bad. You see what I'm saying? You have to have a good time, because when you look back at it, you're going to laugh anyway. We got people in the family who are just straight troublemakers. I'm pretty sure each of y'all know who they are. Might be one of y'all. No, man. Yeah, but when you go back and you look at the history, all you think about are the good times. You don't think about your drunk uncle doing this or your crazy aunt doing that. You just think about the good times, because life is too short, right? That's all we want to do is reflect on the good times. And if you think about it, there is really no room for jealousy, because what? We're all working together, right? All working together. But this is the part that trips me out, because we're coming to the end of this. So it says, temporary layoff. Now, who really wants that? Not me. Good times. Easy credit ripoff. What? Well, who want to be ripped off? Not me. I don't have enough money to begin with. Scratching and surviving. And that's what we do as a family. We scratch and we survive. One of us getting in a fight, how that work? If you got brothers, oh man, now you got a problem. Because now not only do you have to fight that brother, I don't know about your neighborhood, but when you have to fight one, you have to fight all of them. Look, Herm know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so basically the Lord is here to restore the family. He's here to put the family back together. The way we look at it, this thing can't be fixed. And it can't be fixed. Why? Because we have our hands on it. We have to make sure we give it over to God. We have to make sure God is the one who is in control. God loves us, and we got to keep that in mind. Now, back to the jealousy thing, because it's not always jealousy. It can be envy. And I think each and every one of us feel this way. I know when I pull up alongside of a car, the first thing I do is compare. It doesn't matter what I'm in. I just look at his rims. Oh, man, they not, oh, boy, yeah. But I don't stay there. And that's what we shouldn't do. We shouldn't stay there. If somebody's got an ability better than you, what is it? If somebody's got an ability better than you, what do? I don't know about y'all. I'm a manager where I'm at. I take advantage of it. That's not my gifting, so I allow that person to do what he needs to do. But just keep in mind, no matter where this message goes, the Lord is here to restore. He's here to restore each and every one of us, and he's here to restore our families. Some of us come from broken families. Some of us only met our father one time. I was reading recently, one of the basketball players only met his father 10 times. But he still is part of that family. And I think the basketball player broke him off some cash, so hey, that always works. But I wanted to talk real briefly about Matthew's 14:25. So we see a unique thing happening here. The Lord is out walking around where he can, and he's healing people. And the people that he is with are becoming jealous and envious. Why? Because he appears to have power. Well, we know he has power because he's the one and almighty. But the people who are looking in are jealous of his power. They want some of it. They want influence, like each and every one of us. But if you remember, when you work together, things go smoother. Even when this church was having problems, you remember? We started to rebuild together, didn't we? Little but little, we started to rebuild together. And that material was heavy. I know Herm was helping out for a little while, but after a while, man, and if you walk around this church, you'll see where the Lord has blessed us. We were able to rebuild. Yeah, some churches went down and they never came back up. So, relax in your own gifting. And what I mean by that is, I'll give you an illustration of 5 Chinese brothers. I don't know if any of y'all remember the story, but one could swallow, one had an iron neck, and they all worked together. But here's the key thing that this family did. They communicated. The communication, they knew what was coming next. So here's the deal. The one swallows the ocean. He gets the water out of his mouth. A little boy is near him, so he drowns him. So now the township is upset. They're angry. They're going to take and chop his neck off. What he does is goes back, gets his twin brother, who's what? All in the family with the neck, and he communicates to him. He said, hey, listen, man, they got me. I need help in this area. This is where we need to reach out to our family and say, hey, I can't do it all alone. If you got kids, you know what I'm talking about. If I got to drop my kid off at 9:30 and be to work at 10, that ain't happening because I'm all the way up Lincoln. So I got to call somebody who's near me, one of my student workers, and say, hold it down for me until I get there. How many of us hold our family down when it's time to hold our family down? And some of us, we see the flip side of that. We do for people and they don't do for us. You know what I mean? But that's okay because God's got our back. He's restoring the family. He's restoring all in the family. You, all in the family, not just me. So where was I at? Oh, chopping his neck. Okay. So he comes, and here's the critical part. He's sharing the information with his brother. So they chop his neck. It doesn't work. The people are angry. They say, okay, forget it. Send him back. Now we're going to drown him. But remember, there's a Chinese brother that can stretch. He can elevate himself. That's what we need to do as a family. We need to elevate each other. Not just put each other down, not just sit there and compare ourselves, but elevate each other. So now they bring this one to the game. What does he do? Woo! Can't drown him. Well, the people are angry again. You know something? Now it's time to burn them. Once again, communication is key. He calls the other brother. Yeah, man, I hear they trying to burn her. I hear they trying to burn me. How many of us have been burnt in church and come away with an attitude, but knowing that that's still your family? You're going to see them next Sunday. So the best thing to do is talk about it, get it over with. I'm telling you, life is way too short. I was watching the news the other day, and they're throwing babies out the window. So this community is acting as a family. The family is in trouble, but the community is coming to the rescue. I don't know if y'all caught it. I think it was on Lindbergh Boulevard. Fire started, 26-year-old. Can't help them, but they have the frame of mind for somebody to run in there and start throwing the babies out the window. That is what you would call all in the family, right? We're back at it. Not the Archie Bunker all in the family, all of us in the family. So now, where was I at? They try to, what was it? Oh, he was drowning. So yeah, he elevated himself. And then the burnt, and then the neck, right? So now, and this is the one that's real funny to me. They say, okay, now we're going to suffocate him. We're going to stick him in the oven, and we're going to fill it with whipped cream. Now, I don't know about y'all, but growing up, we did a lot of things, mayonnaise sandwiches, syrup sandwiches, but I never was afraid of whipped cream. If you're going to give me some whipped cream, I'm down for that, right? Just give me some ice cream on the side. Well, anyway, that doesn't work either, because why? This brother is holding his breath. This brother is now holding his breath, but once again, it's all in a family. You can't hurt a family if we stick together, right? If I know Sister Zanetta need help on the corner witnessing, I'm not going to sit in my car and watch her. I'm going to get out and help her. And it doesn't matter whether Sister Zanetta is praying or whoever is praying. I'm there to support. Because, once again, what is it? Say it with me, y'all. All in the family. Right, there you go. So, and it's curious, I was thrown back about the good times. The last lyric of Good Times is, what is it? Ain't we lucky we got them? Good time. All of that trouble, and they still looking at the good. And that's what we need to do. Look at the good and concentrate on the good. Because just like the 5 brothers, we all have gifts. I can't get up here and sing like Jerry. If I did that, I don't think I'd have a congregation. Yeah, because that's not my gift, and I don't want to tap into his gift. I want the Lord to reveal my gift. And guess what? It's not going to happen right away. You got to stay on your spot. You got to stay right there, because if you move, he may just miss you. And I'm not saying God is not coming back around with that gift, because whatever you have, you have. It ain't going to be taken away. I think I heard Jay-Z say, you are who you are. You know, that's not going to stop. Chances are you can pray about it, but if you were stingy as a kid, I think you pretty much going to struggle with that pretty much all your life, because it was the way you were brought up. I recently sat down for a guy at my job, and we ordered some food, but we ordered some hors d'oeuvres first. So these things are coming. Appetizer. So we get some French fries. And I mean, listen, I'm 54, so this guy's got to be like 60. He knows better than this. He just snatched all the fries. He just pulled them all towards him. So I'm thinking to myself, yo, slow down. Just like a refill on a soda, they're going to put down more. But in his family, that's what it was all about, getting downstairs first, getting what you can get, forget about the others. We don't do that here at Abiding Truth Ministries, do we? Nah, man, y'all better give me some crinkle cut fries. Yeah, and put some ketchup and some vinegar on them. But that's how we operate. We operate all in the family. So was I finished with the Chinese brothers? Yeah, I think I was. But anyway, at the end of that, you know what they said? The people that were trying to kill him? Oh, we were trying to destroy you, but we couldn't. Why? All in the family, that's right. All of his brothers had his back, and his sisters had his back. The sisters basically hold up the church. We know this to be true. But the brothers are coming. Sisters, y'all ain't out there by yourselves too much longer. The brothers are coming. But the key there was they're trying to destroy you. So let's go back to the Pharisees. They're upset with God. He's walking around healing people, and he's healing people out of order. Who in this congregation right now wants a blessing out of order? Even if you don't deserve it, You want that blessing. You could be sitting in a bar drinking a beer, and guess what? The Lord still knows what you need. He's coming your way. You know what I mean? Minus the 40, if they still have 40s. I don't know. Yeah. But he's still coming your way. He's here to help you. Yeah, yes, Lord. All in the family. And they're angry at him because he's showing his giftings. And everybody's upset with what he's able to do. And the ironic part is, Pharisees, church people, are going against him, are saying, hey, man, you can't do that. You feeding people on a Sabbath day? You can't feed people on a Sabbath day. We can't do that. But then Jesus says, how else will they eat? How else will my people eat? So he has to feed them on a Sabbath day. I think sometimes we become so religious that we look at the Sabbath day, or we look at ourselves as a Sabbath day, right? You know what I mean? I know people who have God bless you on their T-shirt and forget all about it. A fight break out, that's the first one throwing punches. Yeah, that's the first one throwing punches. He forgets his attire. So, it's not what you wear on the outside. It's what goes on in the inside. So, okay, they're still mad at him, and they're saying, he shouldn't be healing people. So once again, where are we at? They're starting their little whispering campaign. Oh, man, Jesus think he all that. Oh, look at his sandals, man. Yeah, man, he ain't nothing. But Jesus has no problem with that. What does he do? He ignores them and he keeps on doing what? Healing people. Yeah, he's got a family to take care of. He's got a big family. You know what I mean? What's the old song? He's got the whole world. Yeah, and we're part of that family, right? So he's still healing people, and he's still doing what he needs to do, but it's the whispering campaign. And that happens in most of our families. We get to talking about each other. And even if the other one don't want to talk about you, it starts to catch on. It's like a deadly fire. And then that one starts talking about you. And then the other one starts talking about you. And then at one point, everybody's mad at you, and they don't know why they're mad at you. Yeah, because they done forgot. But if you're going to be part of a family, you got to work as a unit. We have to work as a unit. We can't be out there talking about each other. Well, put it this way. Even if a person does have a problem, what do? You got to take it to that person. Everything is in the Bible. It teaches us. You got to go in that Bible and take care of that person. Or at least ask them for forgiveness. Because a house divided, what? It's coming down. And that's our house. That's this house. That's the house at our job. If we don't act like we know what time it is, that house is falling down. And there's not always time for rebuilding. You see what I'm saying? We always think we got time. So we're mad at somebody. We ain't talking to them no more. What can happen in that time? The most dismal thing can happen in that time. They can pass away. This happened at my job. The guy's family didn't call him. They buried the mother. He had to find out on the street, like a month later. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's up with that family. But he called himself being angry. So, be angry, but don't go to sleep angry. When you wake up, face your brother and ask him what the issue is and try to work that thing out. But like I said before, God is restoring our families. If you think about your family now, it doesn't look too bright, but the Lord is working that out. He's coming down your lane. He's coming down your lane, and your family is going to be just fine. Every last one of them. We got wayward kids. I got one that just went to college. She's being introduced to everything. Lord, hopefully she ain't like me. You know what I mean? But anyway, we dropping stuff off, and I'm smelling weed, and man, by the time I'm finished helping her, I'm ready to ask my wife, yo, is Dunkin' Donuts still open? I'm hungry, you know what I mean? So she calls me, and she says, Dad, what would you do in this situation? What would you do in that situation? I said, listen, we love you. I raised you right, because what does the Bible say? Raise up a child on the way they should be. And, hey, listen, I did my job. Now it's time for you to tap into that. Time for you to tap into that. Time for you to tap into that. When things come our way, when trouble comes our way, we don't start a whispering campaign. Even if we do want to, we got to remember that family's first. Family's always going to be there. and we grow together, and we love each other, and we show the fruits of the family. We try to be pleasant, right? Try to. It's just like being introduced to not introduced, but going to like a barbecue. You know, going to that barbecue, you're going to run into a couple people you don't like. Already, you know this. One of them might be your aunt, one of them might be uncle, one of them might be your father, your stepfather. But when it all comes down to it, the Lord is working that out. It's not up for you to figure out why he is the way he is. Look in the mirror and figure out why you are the way you are, and the things you need to change, and how you can strengthen a family, and how you can build a family. Because family is only with us for a little while, and then it's gone. Let's talk about some of the more perfect families we can think of, because they still have issues too. Like, let's say the Cosby family. It seemed like they all got it going on, right? Well, not now, but back in the day they had it going on. But there's still problems in that family, and we can think of episodes, right? Where Theo was getting a 70 when he's supposed to got 100, and his family and his father is a lawyer. I mean, his father is a doctor and the mother's a lawyer. Man, that's not supposed to be happening in that family. But what did they do for him? Got him a tutor, right? Yeah, that's what we do. We support each other, even if we got to put a little money up. Family is important. Our immediate family is important. Our extended family is important. Our church family is very important, because we need God, we need love, we need to learn the things that we need to learn, and we need to keep it pushing, right? So some of the better families are, there is no perfect family. So let's go back to biblical days. Let's think about Adam and Eve. Was that a perfect family? No, I don't think so. It looked like a perfect family, but yeah, they had some issues. She's over there biting the fruit. He's trying to, be obedient. Now we got a problem, because now they have a son or two sons, and what happens? One kills the other one. How many times have we killed each other with our mouths? Yeah, just stand up and say things that just aren't true. You don't even have all the facts, but you think this is where it's going. All in a family, not the Archie Bunker, but this immediate family. We have to support each other. We have to look out for each other, because if we don't, who will? We can move it down. I'm talking about whispering campaigns, right? Who conspired with Esau to steal, who conspired with Jacob to steal Esau's birthright? The mother. Yeah. How trifling can you be? The mother's conspiring against him. So once again, it's starting a whispering campaign, and they're thinking to themselves, we're going to steal his birthright. Why? Because we don't think he deserves it. We don't think he worked hard for it. No. Who has worked hard for anything they deserve right now? When you pull up in front of your house and you say to yourself, I work hard for this, is it true? Nah, the Lord gave it to you. When you went out looking for that job and you didn't think you were going to get it, who provided that job for you? The Lord did, yeah. So you got to remember who your maker is, and you got to remember to tap back into that family and thank him. Because if you get out there long enough thinking you're doing all this, you're going to have issues. There is no perfect family. So we already went through Adam, we already went through Eve. Let's talk about Cain and Abel. So Jacob ran to Laban, and what does Laban do? Talk Jacob into marrying his ugly daughter. Look at the ugliness that we have. Yeah, they told him one thing was going to happen, and another thing happened. But boy, that's family. Family will get you, won't they? Any of us ever been on a blind date? I've only been on two, but one, I just peeked in and I was like, nah, not today. Yeah, I just pulled off. Where you at? Oh, my car broke down. Yeah, I'm not coming in. But anyway, what I'm basically getting at is the Lord is here to restore the family. He's restoring us first, right? And then we go back and we restore our family. Come on, make some noise in this place. Listen, back to our list of perfect families. King David's firstborn was a rapist. Ugh. Yeah, missed that one. Noah was a drunk. He slept with his daughters. That ain't a perfect family. Listen, I'll keep what I got. I'm beefing with my brother right now, but I just keep exactly with what I have. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to sleep. There's my daughter right there. I couldn't even imagine. You know what I mean? Dear God. Whew. Anyway, now we back up to where, what would be the perfect family in the Bible if you thought about it? Perfect family would probably be Jesus, right? Jesus' family. Mary and Joseph. Yeah. Well, anyway, traveling, they left him and had to go back because they forgot him. So that ain't even a perfect family. Yeah. Mary and Joseph get 2 days delivered, and they look around and say, hey, man, we missing somebody. They only had one. Yeah, it's not like it was a bunch of them. So that's not even a perfect family. So what do we do as a family? We're still trying to work this thing out, right? We don't know the answers. We just know we're in one. And we know all the members help each other, right? If I didn't have this hand, I couldn't reach my water. Well, I can't reach it anyway. It's in the office. But anyway, what I'm trying to get at, my fingers, my eyes, they're not as good as they used to be, but I thank God for them. Just like we need to thank God for our families. Each and every one of them. If you haven't spoken to your sister or your brother or your mother, give them a call today. And tell them, you don't have to say sorry because you know how trifling they've been and you know all the stuff that they done to you. But, give them that olive branch. You don't want to show up at a funeral. I know people who show up at funerals and still don't speak. Man, that's just dirty. That's just, you know what I'm saying? But you want to work all that stuff out between yourselves. You don't want to bring other people into your family. Just like the 5 brothers didn't bring people into their family. They supported each other. And they used their talents to do just that. How many of us today know what we were placed on this earth to do? Probably none of us, because we're still working it out. The Lord, who is the head of our family, is telling us what we need to do. Right? And we don't know where this thing is going. Just like the fire yesterday, man. When you lay down, you don't know what's going to happen the next minute. I don't want to be morbid, but you can't determine if a cell phone wire starts sparking underneath a comforter and a fire starts, man, babies are going out the window. Now we go into our extended family. We're relying on the community to sit down there and catch babies. The father didn't make it, but thank God all wasn't lost. So once again, we are family. The Lord is here to restore the family, and broken families are coming back together. Broken families are definitely coming back together. So if you think you're coming from a broken family, the Lord is behind the scenes uniting you guys, putting it back together, slowly but surely. Right now, if you can think about somebody you're angry with, who would that person be? Are they in your immediate family? Are they in this church family? Are they in a community? Where would they be? Are y'all quiet? I'll tell you, I got a problem with some dude at my job, and I'm going to settle it on Monday. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to take it to anybody else. I'm going to take it straight to him because he done said some things about me that ain't right. And I think he might be a little jealous, but I don't know why, because you got to be careful what you're looking at. Like the Lord keeps you in a spot because he don't know if you can handle the next level. So during COVID, we had plenty enough time to think. I'm inside the house. I'm starting to examine some of the ugly things about me. Yeah, there's a little jealousy in me. I'm looking to the side. My neighbor's grass is a little greener, but he gets help from chemicals. So I have kids and a dog. I can't handle that grass. I can't walk on that grass because it's going to break me out. The Lord knows what he's doing for you. The Lord knows what he's doing for you. Y'all bear it with me today. I appreciate it. What's the name of this message again? All in a family. And we need to start operating like we're all in a family. So, dear God, we thank you for this time. You have sent your word, dear Lord. You are restoring the family. And we thank you for that. We're going to take our hands off of it, Lord. We're not going to look at the green grass because we know there's pastures that you have for us. What the Lord has for us is for us. And we got to thank him for it. Thank you for this time. Put your hands together for the praise team.